It's July 9th, 2026. When I think about it, when I made my business for targeted violence and everything, it was like everybody's all, oh, congratulations, you figured out what happened. Now here's your money. That's kind of like the shut up money, right? After decades of being used against my consent will for God knows what. And nobody wants to talk to me about it, so it must be for occultic purposes, for religious practices that I am not a part of. Therefore, I should not have been put through them. I cannot take back the past. Should I close out my the civil cases that were done because you intentionally put it through my business through a different name that is supposed to be my given name as kind of like a reward? And you want it to be like, oh, we'll take you away because the criminal, if I complied, it would look like I am a criminal here in the United States. The problem with this is it was a nice gesture. However, the only reason the gesture even exists is because I was not killed when you tried to kill me. That's the only reason the gesture exists. There were a lot of timelines, a lot of directed energy weapons being used for people that are gatekeepers. I did not want to dismantle or expose anybody. However, what saddens me is that instead of making this a test, it got to the point where you tried to kill me and wouldn't leave me alone and followed me over county lines, over state lines, over the country. And instead of somebody actually just talking to me, because I know not all of you signed NDAs, instead of you guys just talking to me, I got conflicting messages from hacked tarot readings and AI-created deepfakes. And the reason that is, I understand now, is because I was under federal investigation because of what you were doing to me, because of what you were doing to people that look like me, using my DNA to clone it without my consent, without my knowledge. So I think the hardest part of this all it'd be nice to have the money. All I ever wanted was my business. All I ever wanted was to demonstrate what was going on for people that are getting hurt. My trust fund should not be made off of the backbone of my ignorance and being human trafficked. The United States should not do reparations with other countries, as well as other countries should not do reparations by using human trafficking. Not everybody was human trafficking with what they did to me. I understand that. There is a spiritual component. I have no problem with mediumship. I have no problem with understanding the concept of serving a living God. I don't have a problem with those decisions in life. But again, I was not given an option. Even now, we'll do everything for you. Why would I trust the people that intentionally put me in such a bad state? Why would I trust these people? I understand that we can't always follow the laws. But I also understand that the way that we choose who the gatekeepers are is a process that is absolutely not effective. I guess in a sense it is. Oh, you lose everything, and everything people were trying to do to help you get something, you lose that too. But at least you had your morals. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, that does suck. Because for the price of having my morals, I still have indents of where my 23-year friend tried to kill me with a ratchet, and I still have evidence on my body, places where transmitting devices and receiving devices were implanted into me. I still have memories of losing family members because they were nothing but a product for profit. While they were alive, when they were dying, and after they died. And now I get to be alone in a city I do not appreciate, around people I do not want to be around. And you want me to trust a process after you tried to murder me. And then you don't want me to take it up with England because that means your life. But you know, you didn't care much about your life when you chose to try to kill mine. And now you want to play spiritual warfare, claiming, oh, well, you died, your spirit died, but now you're your twin because you murdered her too, but at a very young age. How can I not desire justice at the expense of living a nice life and traveling the world, even though I would love to? How can I not choose justice?